Hello everyone and welcome to Maba Stadium live in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. As you can see from the banner, this is more than a game. The Seri Mutiara Cup 2018. Earlier, the Fubon Braves went down fighting to the Illawarra Hawks of Australia, lost by 2 points. Fubon Braves a little bit unlucky, but the Black Bears of Macau defeating KCC Aegis of Korea 100-88. And they needed that victory. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Mislan Al-Azam, your two commentators for today. The game coming up live on Astro Arena shortly between the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions and the Texas All-Stars from America. And later on at 9 o'clock between BC Partizan and the NS Matrix of Malaysia. The Illawarra Hawks undefeated and they qualify through to the next round. And then Hong Kong and Texas is between those two teams on who will march on to the semi-finals. Fubon Braves officially out of this tournament in terms of making the Final Four. The Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, the ASEAN Basketball League champions in season 2017 versus the Texas All-Stars, a team which is hot of basketball talent, plenty of guys who played in the G League, but can they take on the slightly more experienced and more together Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, Mislan?
This is definitely the deciding match between these two teams. I'm looking at the Texas All-Star. They have the talent, but Eastern Long Lion, they have the chemistry.
Definitely got the chemistry. They've been around, coached by Edu Torres, my good friend. Gonna have a big shout out to Coach Edu. Samuel, the big fella with the rebound. Samuel Deguara, almost an ABL champion last season with Mono Vampire Basketball Club. Under Coach Doug Murray of steal there by Texas. Texas slow starters against Fubon the other day. Tate with the fake, pulls up. Yes! Tate with the jumper.
Nice shot by Tate, able to get a defender jump into the air. Fake moves and 2 points for Tate.
Gilder to Samuel. Oh, good defense, but Hong Kong get the ball back there, Mislan.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive on the defense by the Texas All-Stars. The ball is still with Eastern possession.
Inbound to Hong Kong by Marcus Elliott. Kicks out Lee Kee, the good shooter that he is. Hits the tin. Texas now. Good start here by Texas. Newkirk asking for the ball. Newkirk pulls up from the wing. Back-to-back baskets for the Texas All-Stars.
Eastern Long Lion need to be aware on their team defense. They're letting Texas All-Star get all the spaces they needed offensively.
And a big shout out to our referees, Vaughn Marbury, the man with the ball from Australia.
Here you see Texas All-Star, a kick that trying to deny the passing lane. Still with Eastern the ball.
Lee Kee, a great shooter, a veteran of Hong Kong basketball. Swing, Gilder. Looks like Texas are really neutralizing Samuel Deguara, Mislan, because that man, you can't stop him. He's 7'5".
Yeah, credit to Zach Price, not denying, giving any easy baskets to Guadera.
Samuel. No, basket does not count. And the big man, 2 shots because of the holding foul. Nope, referee changed that call there.
A good pass inside to the paint, but I think the foul was way before Sam to the shot attempt.
Just call him Samuel, S-A-M, and he's always well. The Sam that is always well. That's how he told me to pronounce it. Marcus Elliott, the veteran. The man who's played basketball in several countries as an import. Steal there by Texas. Here they come in transition drive and one!
Almost knocked down the cameraman underneath the basket. Here you see nice steal by Newkirk, coast to coast, an easy layup. Bad transition defense there by Gilder.
Joshua Newkirk, he's quick. A lot of athletic talent in this team. Like you said, Mislan, I do agree with you. Chemistry. These guys, a lot of them play in the NBA G League. for various teams. Don't forget the Texas All-Stars is a feeder team to the Texas Legends, who's a feeder team to the Dallas Mavericks. Good start here by the All-Stars. 8-0 run. Marcus Elliott trying to find that run. Drives. Samuel. Oh, good. Oh, that looked like a block, but it is a foul. The call by the referee Xiao Lun Hian from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, I think that was a good block, but not according to the ref. Zach Price, a little bit of contact. The whistle was late, but still it is a foul.
And the big Samuel, he's also played in Malaysia here in the Malaysia Pro League last year. And that's where he got noticed. And played for Mono Vampire last season. A bit unlucky not to win a championship. That game, that series, shall we say, went down to the wire. They lost to Alab Pilipinas, 3-2. That Alab Pilipinas team had Bobby Ray Parks and Don Hontiveros. And Jimmy Alapag was the coach of that team. Samuel with the rebound. Here comes Marcus Elliott. He can switch from 1 and 2 at times. Samuel with the screen. Marcus hits traffic though. Samuel, look at this. Whoa! That didn't take long. The big Samuel with the dunk.
There's nothing you can do when Big Samuel is underneath inside the basket. Way too deep. Zach Price just couldn't handle Big Samuel there.
Here comes Texas. Bohannon. He's been quiet. He takes a while to light up. Sometimes Downing. Almost a turnover there. And the Malaysian referee there just made that call. Ng Hua Lung. And great to see the Malaysian ref in this game. It's not just our basketball players that are being developed, Ms. Line. It's our referees and officials as well. Everybody's developing and growing. Always playing basketball and always growing for our great game. Bohannon. Bohannon's open. Step back 3. Bohannon. Price tried to get the rebound, but wow, it came off Gilder, according to the referee.
A good pressure there, actually. Try to hustle for the ball, not giving up, even though Gilder almost got the defensive rebound.
Catch and shoot. Oh, that's a way off target. Gilder with the easy rebound. He's a bit slow though, Gilder. Needs to up the tempo in terms of transition play. Gilder, Elliott asking for the ball. Elliott inside to Samuel. Samuel's got to be careful sometimes, because sometimes he takes too long and the referees will blow the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yeah, he took too much steps here, I think. And then he was there way before. It was a good strategy, but Samuel, he needs to know how long he's been inside the paint.
Newkirk. Tate. Bohannon. A bit too much there for Bohannon. He knew when you hit the tall tower of Malta, which is Samuel De Guara, you know you need a jet to get over him.
Yeah, Big Samuel give a lot of presence defensively, but what happened right now, a technical foul being given to the coach at the Hong Kong Eastern coach. So I think 1 technical shot and ball possession for Texas All-Star.
Well, we saw Coach Edu Torres really giving a lot of chat to Vaughn Maybury from Australia. And Vaughn is very known in this tournament to be very strict. He really knocks down a lot of players coming up to him after the game, questioning his calls all the time. He just says, I'm not having any of it. Get back and play, and get back and evaluate yourself. That's the message he's sending many of the players and officials. So he's not going to take any lip today. Newkirk. Bohannon's outside the arc. Texas inside now. Newkirk. Open there. Great swing, Downing. Great shot there by Downing. What a big tray by Jordan Downing.
Yeah, good ball movement here. Tate realized that the Downing is open and he able to take the shot.
Hong Kong trailing by 10 points. They need a win. No, basket doesn't count. Offensive foul. Charging foul. Edu Torres saying this is not impressive. Texas pumped up and excited.
Elliot Torres screaming to the referee. He got to be careful not picking up his second technical foul.
So thank you to the Texas All-Stars cheerleaders for making the trip down to Malaysia and giving us entertainment all the time. The true all-round basketball entertainment. But to the basketball at hand, Hong Kong Eastern Mislan struggling with a capital S.
This shows the talent level the Texas All-Star has. I think after 3 games, this is their 3rd game played. They have much more better chemistry compared to previous 2 games.
For another 3, Downing! Another one for Downing. Jordan Downing on fire from three-point land. Let's Elliott to Gilder. Gilder back to Elliott. Samuel. Elliott cutting in. Gilder hasn't done much in this game. Early days yet. Gilder. Gotta watch. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, but it's 14 seconds. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in this quarter.
Yeah, Adam Shu was lucky. They almost turned the ball over, couldn't catch the ball properly. Still able to get something from the referee. So the shot clock is going to being reset to 14 seconds. Now a new possession for Eastern Long Lion.
Lee Key to inbound to Elliott. Elliott, the veteran. Blocking offensive foul. And we've seen a bit of that in the last minute or so. Johnson now coming on the court for Texas. And Newkirk. Newkirk stays. Bohannon to the bench. And Alexander Johnson, one of their players who's played in the NBA G League. Newkirk, he's had a good game thus far. He's quick, hard to stop. Look at that speed. Johnson. They're trying to play it quick, up tempo from the baseline, knocks it down. Great shot there by Zach Price.
It's such a confident form here. Price know that 2 defender is there, but able to knock the.
Gilder for the 3. Tate almost lost it, but got it back. Here they come. They're quick in transition, Mislan. Oh, it's a bit too quick, if you ask me.
They were quick, but Tate was a little bit too late on the pass. Zach Price was way off the position when Tate passed that ball.
Adam Shu to inbound. Hong Kong using a good balance of their locals as well. Almost a steal there. Pulls up, tries to work the bank. A look at that hustle. This is a much different team compared to what we commentated on a couple of nights ago, Mislan. That Texas team against Fubon was sort of disorientated, but this team now, they're playing more together.
Yeah, they know their role, they know where the teammates comfortable with, they know their teammates' strength, so they try to get that chemistry after the 3rd game. That's the difference. Even though Eastern Long Lion have more team experience, but the talent of the Texas also is showing right now.
Gilder buries that deuce. A much-needed basket for Hong Kong. From the corner, Johnson for the 3. Hits the tin. Rebound. Price couldn't finish it. Gilder. Can he get another one? Samuel with the screen. Gilder pulls up. Rebound there by Downing, Jordan Downing, crossover. Jordan Downing, upping the tempo. Newkirk to Downing. Downing thought about the three. Pulls up. What a shot! Off balance. Jordan Downing on fire.
Jordan Downing tried to fade the shot but couldn't able to get the defender up. Still no problem for him to take that 3-point shot.
2 shots. They've got to be careful in terms of how they foul Samuel. Someone told me an old trick once about guarding Samuel. Try to get him to move his feet as much as possible. He might turn it over because of travels or a double dribble, because he's a big, slow guy.
But not that time, Ben, as Zach Price picked up his 3rd personal foul.
Ooh, 3rd foul and not even the end of the 1st quarter. That's going to hurt you. And Zach Price is one of the guys who I like to call the rim protector, because they don't have many bigs. I mean, like really, really big bigs in this team, in this Texas team. That's going to hurt them a bit defensively. And I mean, from what we saw a couple of nights ago, this Texas team defense is not really on their high on their priority list.
Zach Price is the kind of the modern big man where he agile and can move quickly, especially on the lateral movement. Not a traditional big man, but still the modern big man for the Texas All-Star.
So Texas, let's see what they can do without a big man. Downing for another 3. Hits the tin this time. Didn't go in. Lee Key. Pushing foul. 2 shots for Lee Key, the veteran from Hong Kong. He's an ABL champion, ASEAN Basketball League. Played in that final series when Hong Kong defeated the Singapore Slingers 3-1. In that Singapore team was Justin Howard and Xavier Alexander. 2 famous imports in Asia. Lee Key, Cole, that's surprising. Generally speaking, he's a very good shooter. Hong Kong really off their rhythm. Probably a little bit shocked what they faced when they faced the Hawks a couple of nights ago on their first game on day 1 of competition. They were really outplayed in that game, and everybody's been talking about the Illawarra Hawks, Mislan, how big and strong they are and how technically proficient they are as well.
Yeah, Australia, we know that they are on another level compared to all the other ASEAN or Asia countries. As Texas All-Star, they're not a long team, meaning that they're just a combination of players. They have the talent, but I don't think they have enough practice as a team.
Well, it's all about that combination that you try to build, but you just got to get on with it in tournaments like this. Overseas tournaments is a lot of fun, actually. Downing. Peterson now on the court. Got to watch the shot clock. Good defense here by Hong Kong. Good pressure D. Not long left in the shot clock. They've got to put it up. They being Texas. Tries to float it. Lee Key with the easy rebound. Lee Key now. Adam Shu. Gilder posting up. Downing trying to play defense. It's the basket there. Downing to Johnson. Johnson. Sibley fakes. Sibley drives. Puts it up for the floater and sinks it. What a basket by Devin Sibley.
Despite the hype from Sam Dugara here, Sibley way up high. That teardrop, the layup, easy for him.
Shu. Leaky, good defense by Peterson. Leaky for the long 3, in and out. Nothing going down for Hong Kong at the moment. They're trying to crossover, great feed. Johnson with the finish.
What a transition offense shown by the Texas All-Star. A 3-2 situation and easy for Johnson.
That's a highlight reel moment right there. Steal, but crashes into the referee and out of bounds. And tell you what, Texas, Edu Torres is trying to make some adjustments right here. Gilder and Elliott. Well, no, Elliott not going to the bench. Check that. Check Elliott to inbound. Leaky. Cross-court pass. Lost the ball. Came off a Texas player.
Now we're seeing the full potential of this Texas All-Star team after the loss to Australia yesterday, we've seen a better comeback game from the Texas All-Star as they're able to force the 24-second shot clock on the Eastern Long Lion.
Well, what was your assessment of that game against when Texas, you know, they lost that game, right? They lost to
Australia.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, Australia's another level. So
I think okay, so they just checking about the shot clock. It was the correct call because the out of bound was because of the basketball hitting, I think, Texas All-Star leg unintentionally. So no shot clock reset and the 24-second shot clock call was correct.
look at that skills in terms of opening up the Hong Kong defense. They've just got some very, very good athletes in this team who know how to handle the ball.
But not that time, Sibley, as he got a call with a carry call. We rarely see that call being called actually in the tournament.
Well, I can't remember when I last called one of those ones. Lee Kee pulls up for the three. In and out again by Lee Kee. Peterson slowing it down a bit. Johnson puts it up. And Johnson will go to the charity stripe. Foul in the act of trying to go for the bucket. 2 shots for Johnson.
So the referee just telling the coach of Texas All-Star, the assistant coach actually, to go back to your place, not go too far to the middle of the court.
Well, these referees, they like the X's and O's, so got to follow their rules, not just on the court, but what goes off the court as well. Johnson. It'll be very interesting, actually. I mean, potential Final Four is definitely Illawarra. One of these teams, Hong Kong or Texas. Texas looking the better. And the Korea team probably to make it as well. Lee Kee is not having a great shooting day. Peterson, he's a great athlete, not blessed with height. Johnson, ooh, Mason banks it in. Smart move there by Anton Mason.
Mason using the height advantage as Keeley just too small for Mason.
Oh, that's the Marcus Elliott that we know. And some much needed production for Hong Kong. Sibley just holding on to the ball. Not a lot of time left. Just over 14 seconds to go. Still enough time for a chat right there. Mason pulls up. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson couldn't hit it. Excellent hustle, but Hong Kong get it. Can Elliott heave it? Elliott heaves it, but a little too late. And that quarter belonged to the Texas All-Stars. 28-9. They lead the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions at the end of this first quarter at the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup. Let's have a look at the highlights right here. Ms. Lan, the Texas team, came out firing.
They're definitely Texas All-Star. They show a lot of energy. And I've said this is the third game. They know where their teammate comfortable level is. And then there was Anthony that took the shot. And here Downing going to make this shot. I think he able to knock three-point shot. Although Tyler Giller trying to create something for Eastern Long Lion. Very low scoring game for Eastern Long Lion. Only 9 points, whereas Texas All-Star able to score 28 points in this first quarter.
Well, it's a very, very low scoring game for Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. I mean, Mason right there, smart move just to work the glass. Let's have a listen here to what's going on at the Texas bench. Bit of Star Wars music tonight. Well, is that a sign for Hong Kong? They need some reinforcements. But it's a tough uphill battle. A comeback is not out of their reach, but they need to start hitting some shots and also getting some stops as well. But they're up against a very, very quick opponent. Elliott hits the tin. He thought he was fouled. Here comes Texas. Johnson trying to cut in. Just holding on to the ball. Still a lot of time left. Great ball control. Texas just slowing it down a bit, but not a lot of time left. Mason's got to put it up. Oh, good block there by Elliott. Well done. Good defense. Gilder. Trey Gilder. Passes to wing. Pass out, kick out. Elliott thought about the shot. Elliott to Hannibal. Jason Hannibal now on court for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lines, number 64, the man from Canada.
A good drive here by Marcus Elliott, realizing that his teammate is open, Hannibal, but couldn't control the ball. Still in Eastern Hong Kong possession with 6 seconds left in the clock.
And a bit of slow orchestra music to calm you down. Classical music, should I say. Interesting choice of entertaining music by Mr. DJ of this 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup. Yeah, but entertainment is subjective, but we want basketball entertainment. Marcus Elliott, can he give us that spark? Hannibal tried to go for the tip-in. Hannibal tried to work glass. Hannibal gets the rebound. Great hustle by Jason Hannibal.
Frustrated Hannibal here twice. Actually, he got the chances to put the ball into the basket, but he missed both attempts as he's going to go to the free throw line to take the 2 free throws.
Hannibal, really nice guy. He's a center. He's played as a basketball import in Morocco. 30 years of age. He's hoping to play, talking to him before the game. He's just getting to know him a bit better. He's hoping that just turned 30, that he wants to play some of his best basketball now that he's hit 30. Pulls up. Rebound by Bohannon. Couldn't finish right there. Gilder. Gilder drives. 2 shots for Gilder. And referee Vaughn Maybury saying, yep, that's a foul.
Yeah, definitely a foul from this angle.
Trey Gilder, the man from Dallas, 32 years of age. A psychology graduate from Northwestern State University. Quite a very chilled out guy, you know. A lot of his teammates tell me he's more of a relaxed guy. He's not that tense personality that you have in your team sometimes, which is always good for basketball balance in a team. Sibley. Mason. They're bringing out the defense right now, Hong Kong. 4 to 3. Hits the tin. Good rebound there by Hong Kong. Tang Chi Hang. Number 14.
It's not a smart move there, trying to be over-aggressive. Johnson, even though that he was his first personal foul, not even 2 minutes into the second quarter, Texas All-Star already over the foul limit.
Texas got to be careful right there. Hannibal with the hook shot. Bohannon to Johnson, but Johnson lost it. Edu Torres saying, yep, that's Hong Kong ball.
He tried to persuade the other referee that it's supposed to be Hong Kong ball, but then the head
well, Edu Torres, if you know him, he can be very, very persuasive. Mason. Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call. I'll agree with the ref with that one.
Yeah, you see the intensity of the defense by Hong Kong is up one notch, but then they haven't committed any foul yet. It was Texas All-Star who's been committing all the fouls so far in the second quarter.
Gilder with the crossover. Gilder drives. Good defense there by Bohannon and Texas. Excellent hustle there by Texas. Look at this. Here they come on the fast break. Drives and in it goes. Great basket there by QJ Peterson.
Yeah, what a speed Peterson show here, beating two defenders. And then the game is being stopped right now as I think Johnson, you are not allowed to touch the ball once it entered the basket. So a warning to Texas All-Star not to do that again.
Texas can't get carried away. Let's look at the foul count by Texas. Peterson with 1 foul, Sibley with 2, Johnson with 2, still Price with 3. We haven't seen him in this second quarter because he's on 3 fouls. Tate with 1 foul, and Hong Kong with not many fouls at all. What's going on right here? Peterson and Elliott having words. Bit of trash talking. And Elliott will go to the free throw line. And if there's one man that you don't want to send to the charity stripe, it's this guy right here, Marcus Elliott. Marcus Elliott has played a lot of basketball in South America. Very, very friendly guy, but he's more of an aggressor. Personality of the team. Hates to lose. Got that combative personality. He plans to be a basketball coach one day. Good guy though. Elliott to Hung Samuel. Samuel struggled to hold on to the ball. Oh, they lost the ball there, Texas. Here comes Samuel, and the whole crowd was like geeing him up, saying, "Go for the dunk!" But he just went for the simple basket.
We left alone here, Samuel.
Mason turns around, hits the tin. Marcus Elliott with the rebound. Good transition play there. A bit too much on that by Marcus Elliott.
A miscommunication between Marcus Elliott and Siu Wing. Siu Wing wanted to take the three-pointer shot, but Marcus thought he was going for the layup.
Oh, that's a good press there by Hong Kong, by Wing. They like to do that, Hong Kong. It's only a 15-point ball game, Mislan. Still, not impossible. Tough, but not impossible. Johnson can't finish with the layup right there. Here comes Gilder. Gilder with a 3. Big Sam, try, oh. Gilder with the putback. Great hustle. And the last 2 minutes, the Eastern Long Lions, the Lion has woken up.
A great effort here by Gilder. Even though he missed that three-point shot, there was smart move waiting for Samuel to go in underneath the paint. Samuel missed the easy basket, but Gilder was there to clean it up.
To 17 in favor of the Texas team. Like I said, the comeback is not impossible, Mislan. You keep laughing at me when I say that, but hey, come on, man. It's just a couple of shots. You're back into this game.
Yeah, Eastern Longlai has been playing good defense. They need to start with the defense first, and then maybe not to turn the ball over, which has been they did a very good job in the second quarter. Only 2 turnovers compared to 7 in the first quarter.
Well, just as you say, turnovers. Peterson almost turned it over right there, but that was a foul. So Bohannon to inbound. Peterson. Oh, turnover. Turnovers are proving to be a bit costly here for Texas. Elliott kicks out. Gilder thought about it. Gilder hits the tin. Samuel with the back tap, but he lost it. Well, he couldn't really get it to anybody. Peterson loves to drive. He just hands in the air and just world class.
You see, Samuel were actually caught off guard with Peterson's speed, and Peterson very good body control to be able to finish that shot.
That's a QJ move. QJ for the higher arcing shot. Easy rebound. Turnover, Elliott. Can he punish? Pulls up for the 3. Hits the tin. Gilder. Texas needs to do a better job rebound-wise. 2 shots for Gilder.
Oh, Gilder not giving up on that play twice. He got blocked at the first attempt, and then grabbed his own missed shot here. The missed shot, and then able to get that second chances for Gilder.
Well, I do love the attitude of Gilder. He's really got that mindset, hustle, hustle, hustle on those defensive boards and offensive boards as well. No, not a man who's blessed with pace, and he's also getting a bit older as well, 32. No spring chicken, but this man has got a good mindset about him. One of those guys who likes to do the dirty work, you know. You'd love to have one of those guys on your team.
The enforcer of the team. That's how we call them.
Enforcer, schmenforcer. So here we go. Hong Kong chipping away at it. Bohannon now. Johnson to Newkirk. Newkirk with a fake earlier. Johnson to Newkirk. Newkirk pulls up. He was open and knocks that down. Joshua Newkirk.
Confusion on the Eastern Longlai defense there, letting Texas All-Star Newkirk open on the 3-point shot.
And 1. The Texas guy thought that was a foul, but nope. It was a foul committed by one of the Texas players. Samuel looking a bit winded there. I must admit, Samuel has lost a lot of weight compared to the first time I met him in 2017 when he played for one of the local clubs in the inaugural Malaysia Pro League last year in October, this time last year. Everybody just couldn't get over how big he was. Oh, he is. He's 7'5". He's too big. But he did very well in his debut season in the MPL. And he also played really well in the ASEAN Basketball League, the ABL. Newkirk to Johnson. Johnson for the 3. Way off target. Bohannon tried to get a piece of that. But good hustle, but there's that man there. Gilder. Elliott. Elliott thought about the step back. Elliott step back. Yes! Marcus Elliott.
Just a slight move quick to the right side, and then a slight opening. Marcus Elliott.
Well, that's his signature move. He's a great shooter. Bohannon pulls up. Hits the tin. Couldn't get the rebound, Texas. There's Gilder again. It's only an 11-point ball game in favor of Texas. Kick out. Elliott thought about the swing. Elliott thought about the step back. Tap it out. Good defense by Texas. Here they come like a locomotive. Johnson hangs on to it. Oh. try to look for the open Downing, who's a great shooter, Jordan Downing.
Another good transition offense by the Texas All-Star, and then just way too high for Downing to catch that ball. The bad pass from Johnson.
How tall did he think Downing was? Or is? Ricky Hung asking for the ball. Big Sam.
Oh, a 3-second violation according to the ref.
That's the way to guard the Big Sam. You gotta really put some pressure on him, especially in the paint.
Yeah.
So you'll get calls like that because, again, not the quickest guy. Newkirk, Sibley. Forehand into Sibley. Sibley's got to hang on to the ball. Downing pulls up for the three. Way off. Good rebound there. And the one-handed shot by Texas. And there's a man who hasn't played a lot of basketball there in this tournament, Stephen Ugochukwu. Hung to Leakey. Leakey now back on the court. Leakey. Oh, steal there, but Leakey gets the ball back. Big Sam with a finish.
There's 4 Texas All-Star defenders on Sam, but it doesn't give any problem for him to take that easy 2-point shot.
Downing. Newkirk. They got to penetrate for the baseline too. It's the tin. Good rebound by Bohannon, but he lost it. So the Texas team really trying to crash the boards.
Yeah, you see what happened. Which player kicked the ball? We can't actually see from that angle, but according to the ref, the Eastern Long Lion player kicked the ball and then going to reset it to 14-second possession to the Texas All-Star.
Adam Shu now on the court for Hong Kong. Bohannon swings to Downing. They're just bodying up on Downing because he's a good shooter. Newkirk. Oh, what a shot. Athletic, quick to look for the open look, and then he just pulls up.
Yeah, the side step jumper, not a problem for Newkirk.
Good press here by Sibley. Bohannon with the steal, almost lost it. Sibley, tap. They got the numbers here. Hong Kong, can they capitalize? Elliott almost lost the ball. Elliott spins, works glass, rebound there by Ugochukwu. Look how quick this Texas team is. They mean business. They're just pounding at it like a boxer.
Yeah, good speed shown. This is a challenge, different level between the Texas All-Star and also Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion. In the previous possession, actually, I think Bohannon was frustrated with Sibley not passing the ball to him as he was open. Luckily that Hong Kong unable to convert.
And had a quick chat to the Texas team before the game. They were confident that they can get the win tonight. But gotta be consistent, especially from the charity stripe. That's your bread and butter right there, free throws. Bricks both shots, Sibley. That's a little bit of a lifeline for Hong Kong. Elliott. It's Adam Shu. Elliott again. Elliott for the long three. Knocks it down from downtown. Marcus Elliott.
Marcus Elliott bringing the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion back to this game. 10 points difference between these two teams.
Are you laughing at me now? Huh? Don't laugh at me when I say a comeback's is very much on the horizon. Look at that. It's all of a sudden it's a 10-point game.
They're not leading yet, Ben.
Well,
Texas leading right now.
Yeah, they're still leading, but still, you know, they were down by quite a bit, and now it's a 10-point ball game. We want to see close games, man.
Yeah, definitely. We want to see very close and tight back-to-back basket between these two teams.
Downing, Tate cutting in, Downing, gotta watch the shot clock, Downing, gotta kick out, Bohannon for the long three, way off. That's 56.3 seconds to go. Coach Bob Donwell really trying to motivate his troopers and his Chargers to keep going and pounding. There's a lot of basketball left in this game. Elliott pulls up, air ball.
Not this time for Marcus Elliott. He was feeling it, but not that time.
Well, I'm never ever mocking Marcus Elliott in the 2 years that he's been in the ABL. Every time he's a bit quiet, you say he's quiet, he just fires up. It's like he's the third commentator of this team. Tate with the floater. And that falls short too. Edu Torres calls a timeout right here at Maba Stadium. It's a small world in basketball that many of these players, especially the imports, have traveled the world through the eyes of basketball to make a living, to get paid for being a professional athlete. Gilda is one of those guys. Here's Wing. Samuel thinking about the high screen. Just about timing it. They want to take the last shot, do they, of this quarter? Fake. Ooh, there's a foul right there. He sold it a bit, though.
Yeah, smart move by Siu Wing, faking the shot. And then the spin move, able to get a little bit of contact. 2 free throws for Siu Wing.
And I've got to thank Chan Siu Wing publicly because he helped me with the pronunciation or pronunciations of the Hong Kong team, the locals. .1 seconds left, and my co-commentator for tonight, Mislan Al Azam, was laughing at me not too long ago saying that a comeback by Hong Kong may be out of their reach. But Ms. Lan, I'm not laughing yet. I'm not supporting Hong Kong. I just want a close game. But full credit to Hong Kong in the second quarter.
They play good defense. They force a lot of turnover and also pressure the Texas All-Stars to commit a lot of fouls early on. They're able to get into this game with the free throws.
And don't forget, this is pre-season mode for the Hong Kong team. The ASEAN Basketball League season starts very shortly next month. Oh, with 0.8 of a second left. And looks like Hong Kong will look to Samuel. Good move, Samuel. Oh! Beats the buzzer. Samuel Deguara.
What a pass here as the players, most of them not ready defensively, but Samuel has been ready even before the pass being thrown.
And that's what we like to see at the end of the first half. Texas All-Stars 39, Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions 32. It's getting close. Let's just go for a short break, but plenty more basketball when we come back, right here on Astro Arena. Welcome back to Astro Arena's live coverage of the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup. This is the first half highlights of the game between the Texas All-Stars and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. Texas lead 39 points to 32. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Mislan Al-Azam. And Mislan, a great comeback by the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, playing and starting first from defense.
A great second quarter by the Eastern Long Lion, able to punish Texas All-Star, forcing them making 7 turnovers in the second quarter by their defense. Ben, as you said, but yeah, Texas All-Star, they have all the offensive firepower to take the lead, still leading in this game with 39 points, as Eastern Long Lion follow behind closely with 32 points.
And 9 turnovers for the Texas team, very much relying on speed and very much that skill to really get to the cup to score. But look at that turnover again right there, and then nothing stopping this big giant here, the gentle giant of Malta. There he is again, hard to stop. Work and the hustle by Trey Gilder. I must give him a lot of credit, Trey.
The Gilder definitely the catalyst that Eastern Long Lion needed in this game, especially in the second quarter. He put a lot of pressure on the Texas All-Star player.
But Newkirk had a great game as well. Josh Newkirk with some big shots. Marcus Elliott, you can never silence this man. The step back right there, swishes the 3. Bohannon frustrated. But Texas did hustle, but again, they just gotta, I mean, all that hustle is great for showboating, but you know what? You gotta get the ball back, gotta get that stop. And what a great shot jumper there by Texas. And then Marcus Elliott steps up once again, knocks that 3 down.
Marcus Elliott with 10 points, and here's Samuel DeGuara finishing the first half of the game with a big fadeaway jumper, a total 12 points. Here the statistic for the first half, 2-pointers as Texas All-Star get the edge on this. However, the rebound, 27 rebound by Eastern Long Lion, and the turnover is actually most of it coming in the first quarter, 12 turnover in total. However, 7 turnover for Texas All-Star in the second quarter, a total of 9 turnover.
And they were a bit more efficient from steals as well. Top scorers, no surprise there. Josh Newkirk with 11 points, Big Samuel with 12 points, and Marcus Elliott with 10 points, and Trey Gilder with 6 points. In terms of sharing the ball, not many guys really sharing that ball too much, but it's quite low in terms of stats, but it is what it is. And then going to be interesting to look at the booth in terms of crashing the boards. Look at that by Trey Gilder. What did I say? Love his attitude in terms of boxing out and rebounding, and such a big difference compared to Johnson, Alexander Johnson, with 5 rebounds. So the two teams now just a couple of minutes away from starting the second half. What do you think, Mislan? Is it going to be another close quarter? Can Hong Kong hit the front?
Definitely Hong Kong finally able to get the rhythm, especially on the defense end. Offensively, you can see here Samuel DeGuara finally able to get more points in the second quarter with 12 points. He was struggling in the first quarter, able to get his rhythm. And then Texas All-Star not playing their full potential in the second quarter, allowing the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions to get close with them.
Well, Samuel DeGuara on a potential double-double. So let's see what happens right there. But Texas, let's not discredit Texas too much, Mislan. I mean, they are in the front. They've had an electric start, especially in the first quarter. But like you said, turnovers cost them in the second quarter. Not protecting the ball and being a little bit careless with, you know, some heavy passes at times. And don't forget that they don't really have a lot of massive guys. Let's look at that right there. Josh Newkirk with 11 points and 3 rebounds. And they need to do a better job working the boards. Texas.
It's hard when you have a 7-5 player and also another player in Eastern, Tyler Gilder, crashing the board. You have to put all your attention to Big Samuel, and then Tyler Gilder getting all that advantage. Trey Gilder getting all the advantage for the offensive rebounds.
Well, that's right. I couldn't agree with you. I mean, I've been commentating about Samuel's game for about 2 years now, and he's just too big. But you know, there is a way to stop him. You can't just say that, you know. He's like, again, he's not a quick athlete.
Yeah, Texas All-Star showed that in the first quarter. They're not able to do that in the second quarter because you know why? Zach Price already picked up his third personal foul in the first quarter. So I think Zach Price is a key for the Texas All-Star player defensively, stopping for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion.
And don't forget, coming up at 9 o'clock right here on Astro Arena, BC Partizan taking on NS Matrix. And that should be a great game as well. Matrix really wanting to get the win. The Matrix team, champions of 2015, wanting to get back to the final, last year finishing 4th. So can they make the Final Four? Well, we'll soon find out a little bit later. But the third quarter about to begin right here at Maba Stadium. You're watching the 2018 Seri Mutiara Cup right here at Maba Stadium in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The game between the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, who are on 32 points at the moment. They're trailing the Texas All-Stars from America, 39 points. Coach Edu Torres taking his time. The Texas team already on the court, ready to go. And the Texas All-Stars have got Price on court. Will they pay the price? Because he's got 3 fouls at the moment. 2 more fouls, he's out of this game. So 1 more foul, he'll go back to the bench, logically speaking. Well, let's see what Coach Bob Donwell has up his sleeve. Coach Bob Donwell used to be the assistant coach to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so he's coached the likes of LeBron James. How many people can say that? Tate. Bohannon. Outside to Tate. Tate with the floater. And he'll go to the charity stripe.
You see the pressure putting by Texas All-Star as a team. A lot of tension going on, and then Hong Kong Eastern, very hard for them to follow the speed of the Texas All-Star. Tate is on the line right now.
He's at the charity stripe. He's had an alright game, Tate. Excellent penetration. Full of running at times. 4 points now. Tate. Tyrell Tate. So let's see if he can get his 5th point. And he does. Just gives the Texas All-Stars some much needed production. Here come Hong Kong. They need to keep chipping away at it. Samuel trying to get in that open position. Elliott to Gilder for the 3. Tate with the rebound. Heavy pass to the little man. One-handed shot hits the tin, but Downing got the rebound, but couldn't keep it in. So that was an easy rebound, uncontested rebound by Hong Kong. Easy rebound for Texas, but they lost it. Wing, he's got speed. Wing! What a move. Yeah. That was quick. That was like superhero-like in terms of his speed.
Yeah, Texas All-Star defense too pretty occupied with Big Samuel, as Siu Wing has an easy pass towards the basket.
He's more of a role player, Siu Wing. He'll give you points here and there. Interesting game at the moment. Not even 1 minute played in the third quarter. Wing makes both his shots. Newkirk. Tate back to Newkirk. Bohannon asking for the ball. Newkirk cutting in to the corner. Thought about the shot. Downing with a one-handed shot. Hits the tin. Bohannon. And he's fouled by Big Samuel.
See the presence here of Zach Price and enabled John Bohannon to grab that offensive rebound because Zach Price was there, and now he's being subbed out as Bohannon is going to take the 2 shots.
Well, let's see what Bohannon come up with here. He's always been looking for consistency in this tournament. It's quite a well-traveled guy in terms of the teams that he's played for. He used to play for the Fubon Braves. Quite a nice guy as well, bit of a quiet guy. 2 out of 2 for Bohannon, John Bohannon. Wing. Telling Hang to get in there. Samuel with the screen earlier. Kick out. Oh, open look here. Gilder couldn't capitalize. Gilder. What a move to Gilder to Samuel.
Yeah, Gilder able to draw the defense, and Samuel was free underneath that.
They're trading baskets at the moment. Bohannon, gotta be careful. Downing with a one-handed shot and knocks it down.
Downing, an easy mid-range jumper, way open for him.
Wing, he's quite quick. Newkirk trying to stay with him. Speed for speed. Elliott. Gilder drives. Gilder. A great strong move there by Gilder. And he gets production.
Good defense here by Bohannon, but better offense by Gilder.
Pulls up, Newkirk. A good shot there, swish by Newkirk, Josh Newkirk. One of the best players for the Texas team in this game. Made some big shots today. A great defense by Texas. Can they capitalize? They've got speed. Here they come. They drive to the cup. And an almost and one. He flew to the tin. Tyrell Tate. But he was fouled by big Deguara.
You see the transition offense here. Tate. Gilder was there, but very hard for him to match the speed of Tate.
So I checked that. A foul by Gilder. So Tate. Looked sloppy there, but he made the shot. 10-point game. I don't want Mislan to laugh at me again. But they're trading baskets here, Mislan.
That's the great thing that we want to see. Great basketball games despite the score.
11-point lead for Texas. They're not comfortable though. This Hong Kong team still coming at them. Let's hope they don't stop for the neutrals. Elliott kicks out. What about the shot, Hong Kong? 2 shots.
Disbelief on Tate's face. He thought that Siu Wing fumbled the ball here on the drive, but yeah, that was the right call actually. It was Newkirk with the personal foul.
Well, I don't blame him for really protesting a little bit because he probably thought he was in legal guarding position, his feet were set. So, I mean, psychologically, the athletes say, "Oh, I did everything right." There's that kind of mindset right there. Good shots. Newkirk, once he gets going, hard to stop him. Tate to Downing. Bohannon open there. Downing thought about the step back 3. Downing to Bohannon. Ooh, and an almost and one. Bohannon will go back to the charity stripe.
A good play there between Downing and Bohannon. The two-man game between them, both of them a little bit of hands-off, and then the screen, the roll. Bohannon is going to take 2 free throws.
Bohannon right here. He's shooting all right from the charity stripe today. He hasn't had many, but you know what? For a big guy, not bad. Quite decent. Bohannon. I jinxed him right there. Every time I praise a shooter at the charity stripe, that happens. The curse. Elliott thought about the shot. Elliott, ooh, almost the turnover. Bohannon there. Newkirk. Downing asking for it. Downing pulls up for the 3. No. Oh, in and out by Bohannon. Gilder puts it up. It's the tin and goes in. He gets the lucky bounce. Tate. Newkirk for the three. Hits the tin. Tried to rebound, but here come Hong Kong. Can they go on a run? Hong Kong. Bohannon with the steal. Keeps it into Newkirk. Oh, foot on the line, says the referee from Chinese Taipei, Xiao Lun Hian.
Back pass there from Marcus Ellis. Tried to lob the ball to Big Samuel. However, good defense by Texas All-Star. Not lucky for Bohannon. Step on the line.
Lee Key hasn't played much since the second quarter. Elliott for the three. Tate with the rebound. Newkirk asking for it. Price in the paint. Downing. He wants to go for the shot. Downing pulls up. He knocks it down to Jordan Downing. Extends the lead back up to 10 points for Texas. Lee Key feeds it to Samuel. Samuel trying to hold on to it. Pass, glass, and in. Well done to Hong Kong there. Tan Chi Hang. This is end-to-end stuff. Looked like a bit of a travel there. Downing. Good defense by Elliott. Newkirk. Gotta watch the clock. Newkirk. Oh, well, oh, good block there by Samuel. Got to be a bit quicker when he's there. Elliott. Oh, there was a bit of contact there by Newkirk on Elliott.
Very fast game, fast tempo, high tempo. And the basket, trading basket sometimes, and it doesn't stop there. Both teams trying to get something for their own, and very interesting basketball has been played so far.
Well, Deguara goes to the bench and has a rest. Hung. Key. Good pass to Hannibal. Oh, Hannibal. Jason Hannibal. This is good. This game is lighting up. Newkirk. Screen there by Price. Newkirk pulls up. Tate with the rebound. Tate! Oh, what an athletic, strong move by Tyler Tate.
Here we see the defense here, good help by Hannibal, but Tate able to leave the ball underneath.
Sorry, that was Tyrell Tate. My bad. Hung. High arcing shot. Nowhere. Tap. Great move. Newkirk flies to the cup and throws it down. Athletic, strong, and entertaining.
Showing his flying right now, Newkirk.
That's what we love to see. Wing asking for the ball. Elliott trying to draw the defenders out. Hannibal posting up. Hannibal, turnover. Here comes Texas. There he is, the speedster. Newkirk tries for the layup. And a good run here by Texas. Timeout call. Edu Torres, Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion.
You see the fast break shown here by the Texas All-Star. Johnson Walker lucky not getting called with a technical foul for delaying the game. And then a timeout call by the Eastern Long Lion.
So that last 1 minute or so, that was all Texas, Mizlan. And 12-point lead. Again, I think Hong Kong just struggling to keep up with the pace and the power of certain Texas athletes. QJ Peterson now back on court. Elliott. It's getting a bit physical out there. Lee Key pulls up. Lee Key, that's the Lee Key.
Yeah, Lee Key here trying to use the screen by Hannibal perfectly, able to convert the three-point shot.
Mason hasn't played a lot today. He was a difference a couple of nights back against Fubon. Bounce pass by Yugo Chukwu. A lot of chat out there by Texas guys. They're showing their passion and their willingness and desire to win this game. It's tight here at Maba Stadium. Not super close, but handoff, Tate. Tate pulls up. Tried to go for the tip in Texas. Trying to get back on defense in terms of transition, Texas. Elliott, almost double team. Elliott using his experience. Oh, great put back there by Jason Hannibal. Look at it, all of a sudden, it's a 7-point ball game.
Here you see Marcus Elliott, despite the defender, Hannibal was there to finish up.
Mason off balance and hits the shot. Mason, strong move there by Anton Mason.
Unbelievable shot, absorbed the contact, still able to finish. What a body control by Mason.
Hannibal, hand off to Elliott. There's a bump right there. Referee said continuation. Turnover right there. But it is Hong Kong ball.
A good defense by Tate, and he can't believe it. That it's supposed to be out of Leaky hands last touch, but not according to the referee.
So Marcus Elliott to the bench. Interesting, but he needs some rest. What with the Texas defense just went sleeping. They went to sleep there.
A good screen here actually by Leaky, allowing Gida to free up underneath the basket.
Johnson with the screen. Drives. Kick out. Mason, got to watch the shot clock. They've got to put it up now. They've got to put it up. Tate drives and beats the buzzer. Tyrell Tate.
Nice move here, actually very speedy. Tate for the 2-point shot.
They're upping the tempo, both teams. Blocking foul. Mason. That was a great off-balance shot. Absorbed the contact early, like you said there, Mislan. Coach Edu Torres would be pretty happy if I know Coach well. We've known each other for a while. Coach Edu Torres, he'd be pretty happy with the attitude of the players. Really not giving up ever since that, well, not ideal start in the first quarter, Mislan.
For Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion, I think credit to the Texas All-Star defense, especially at Z Price. We underestimate how much impact he gives defensively when he was out, not playing in the whole second quarter. Eastern Long Lion able to come back, took the lead and score.
Adam Shu. Bit of an unorthodox shooting technique right there. Well, someone once said, a coach said to me, it doesn't matter how you shoot it, as long as you've got the confidence that it goes in. So 1 out of 2 right there for Adam Shu. QJ Peterson, bounce pass. Tate pulls up for the 3. Hits the 10. Oh! And there, Yugo Chukwu tried to go for the tip in, and then
a good hustle here actually by him, and then good rebound is going to be a jump ball. So the ball is going to be to Eastern long line possession.
I'm playing FIBA rules, so it's hell ball. So probably, yeah, playing FIBA rules. Something some of these guys in Texas are not used to.
Texas All-Star, both teams are actually over the team foul limit. And so Wing is going to the charity stripes.
You know, Texas just giving some baskets to Hong Kong here. And Wing, been a bright spot for Hong Kong in this game. 2 out of 2 right there for Wing, number 8. 7 points. It's close here. It's getting pretty close. 62-56. Wow. 6-point ball game. 2 trays, and even Steven pressing Mason.
Okay, the extra curricular activity after the play. So let's see what the referee is going to say. Here, the right call in the first one, it was a foul, but then the swing from Mason towards a leaky face.
So Edu Torres just chatting to the referee. He's got to be careful, Edu Torres. He's barking at the referees. The referee's deliberating right here. And our 3 refs not taking any lip from anybody. I think, in my perception of it, Vaughn Mayberry saw it very differently to Ng Hua Lung.
This is a good thing, actually. The referee, they're discussing what happened among themselves. What do you see? So they want to discuss it first clearly before they giving out any punishment or call.
So Edu Torres is still talking to the referees. I love Edu. He's very appreciative of commentators in general. Oh, Edu.
We have a normal foul, yeah, and then we have an unsportsmanlike for the reaction. 2 shots. 2 shots to your line, and then 2
So as I suspected, both teams are actually over the foul limit. So the foul by the Hong Kong Eastern Texas All-Star is going to get 2 free throws. However, due to the unsportsmanship foul after the game, the excessive swing by the Mason, Hong Kong will get either 2 free throws and a possession.
That's an interesting one. But full credit to the refs for deliberating. Mason gets 1 out of 2. So now it's Hong Kong's turn. Lee Ki, he can bury this. He heard me.
So for the audience at home watching this, in FIBA rules, the unsportsmanlike foul, you get 2 free throws. For the technical fouls, you get 1 free throw.
49.8 seconds left. Hong Kong to inbound. Nothing really has changed on the scoreboard. It's still a 6-point ball game. Ricky. Texas, let's see what they can do defensively. Lee Ki. Look at Lee Ki there, quick there, pulls up for the shot. Rebound there by Hong Kong. Shoot, tried to get the ball, but Key to inbound. Handleable with the screen. For the 3. In and out, Peterson. Texas thought about the bounce pass. Peterson, and one! What a move right there. He just loves that. QJ Peterson up in the air. I'll just hang a little bit and then put it in.
You see Peterson making the fake pass, able to create the space in front of him, going full throttle straight to the basket, absorb the contact, and then the most important part, finishing for the baskets. Counted and won a free throw for him.
Surprising he's only had 6 points in this game, but he's more of a role player of this team. But also, the Texas team also have another talent, Joshua Newkirk, who's had a great game thus far. 16 points, the leading scorer for the Texas All-Star team at the moment. Peterson converts the three-point play. So Hong Kong, they want a basket before the end of the third quarter. Peterson trying to put some pressure on the wing. Screened by Hannibal. Turnover. Bounce pass here. Tate, and lays it in. And an excellent offensive basketball by Texas in the last minute or so, and they lead at the end of this third quarter 68-57 over Hong Kong Eastern.
But let's take a look at the third highlights, the third quarter highlight, the second half highlight between these two teams. Big Samuel with the first basket, and then here we see Downing. He can knock that mid-range shot as Gilder trying as best as he can to leave the Eastern Long Lion team. But still, Texas All-Star, with all the talent they have, giving a lot of trouble to the Eastern Hong Kong.
Well, I mean, really, individual excellence was the difference. And it really, that, like you said, Mislan, that transition play, because Texas have got such quick athletic players in transition. They're very, very hard to stop. Look at that by Tate. What a move. Tyrell Tate. And then here, right here, this man right here, Newkirk, throws it down.
Your corner. Now we come here. And see where they're at. Everybody see it? So it starts with the double back. Into the handoff. Turns into the pop. Into safe. Everybody good on that? Handoff. Somebody make it happen on defense. Somebody rotate. Everybody make it happen. Somebody come up there.
The fourth quarter, this is the business end of any game, the fourth quarter. So let's see what Edu Torres puts on the floor for Hong Kong. As you can see, his five huddling up: Lee Kee, Marcus Elliott, Samuel DeGuerra, Wing, and Trey Gilder. For the Texas All-Stars, QJ Peterson, Anton Mason, Johnson, and then Stephen Ugochukwu and Tyrell Tate. Peterson, screen there by Texas. Mason kicks out Johnson. Johnson ran into traffic. Two shots. Interesting.
Yeah, late whistle there by the referee from in front of the bench of the Texas All-Star. But I think I saw the slap on the head of Johnson. And I think that's the fourth personal foul to Big Samuel.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting if he gets fouled out, because, but then they've got Jason Cannibal, so he's a decent talent, big guy, knows how to play the game, but a little bit, well, he hasn't hardly played any minutes in this one. So Jason with 6 points, Jason Cannibal, Elliott to Gilder. Key. Got a body. Oh, turnover right here. QJ Peterson with speed to the corner. Tate pulls up for the three, falls way short. Marcus Elliott with the rebound, but taking his time. Edu saying, faster, faster, faster. Wing, fake. Marcus Elliott to Gilder. Big Sam asking for the ball. Good pass, wing. It's the 10. Mason. Johnson's open. Bounce pass to Johnson. And what a dunk by Johnson. Great pass by Mason.
Another great transition offense, bad transition defense by the Eastern Long Lion.
Well, Texas killing Hong Kong at the moment in terms of transition play. Gotta get back. Discipline. QJ, it's the 10. Gilder with the rebound. That's the strong weapon there by Texas, that transition. Gilder, spin. Big Sam! The rim wrapper.
Just too much. You see here, Samuel, too much for Stephen to handle.
Johnson looking a bit dazed and confused at the moment. Mason asking for, oh, good steal by Wing. And Mason tried to chase him down. And timeout call by the Texas All-Stars. Fair enough too.
Very easy pass, not alert on where Wing was, and Wing easily able to get that steal and that layup. Xiu Wing has been playing very good so far for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Line. Not scoring that much, only 9 points, but his impact.
Big Sam on 4 fouls at the moment. And Newkirk on 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful as well. Josh Newkirk. And Price on 3 fouls. He's done a good job ever since that first quarter to not get any more fouls, but still lots of time left in this one. QJ Peterson. He's been good, especially in the second half, taken his opportunities. And that's what it is all about, isn't it, Mislan? You know, when coach gives you an opportunity, you got to perform, and sometimes you don't have much minutes because there's a lot of depth in the team, and this Texas team have quite a bit of depth offensively, that is.
Yeah, I like how Tate actually said during the period between the third quarter and fourth quarter, let's all be all in this together.
QJ thought about it. Mason lost the ball. Good pressure there by Hong Kong. It's a 10-point ball game. And Jordan Downing checking back in. He's had a great game as well, especially from downtown. Jordan Downing. 13 points. The second best scorer in this Texas team in this game. Wing on court for Hong Kong. Elliott to Gilder, back to Elliott. Elliott with his razzmatazz moves. Can't give them an open look. Hong Kong, Gilder just keeps going. Ooh, unlucky there, can't finish. Good rebound by Hugo Chukwu. QJ. Johnson. Downing. Slowing things down a little bit here, Texas. Here comes Texas. Texas! Oh, is that the 5th foul? Oh, is he out? The big fella.
Yes, you can see Tate giving a lot of pressure way off from Samuel to Guerra as he pick up his final personal foul. Samuel Digwara no longer be able to play in this game for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion.
Well, let's see what Hannibal can do. He will play most of these last 7 minutes and 10 seconds. And Price, sorry, Hugo Chukwu, sorry, check that. Hugo Chukwu to the bench. Bohannon now back on court. Tate swishes that. It's a good shooter, Terrell Tate. Now 11 points, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. That transition offense by the Texas team, amazing today. How they turned those plays into baskets. Mislan. And Mislan's really into this one. Wing. Gilda with the fake. Gilda drives. Gilda gets the ball back. Hustle. Gilda looking very frustrated out there.
It's not just the transition offense of the Texas All-Star. Their defense, you see, even though Bohannon was blamed for the fall here, but they've been playing tremendous team defense, forcing a lot of turnover and tough shot for the Eastern Long Lion.
I know you seem to be like a cheerleader of their defense, Mislan. Ooh, timely miss. And Coach Edu Torres is now going to bring on Tang Chi Hang. Tang Chi Hang has played quite a bit of basketball in Hong Kong in the local scene. Played in the ASEAN Basketball League as well. Oh, look at that quick pass. Peterson. Just want to set it up. Johnson thinking about the screen. Bounce pass to the corner. Downing thought about the pull-up. Downing pulls up right now. Peterson went flying in to try to get the tip in. Elliott with a three. And excellent hustle by both teams in terms of crashing the boards, Mislan.
That's the most important thing, rebounds. You need to get your rebounds first, only then you can attack. Even if you can control the board.
Newkirk now back on court with 4 fouls. Here come Texas. Downing for the three. In and out. Johnson with the rebound. Kicks out. Newkirk for the three. There it is. Knocks that down from downtown.
And Newkirk, 19 points total for his score right now in this game.
Elliott. Hannibal, sorry, should I say, steal there. Here's another dunk. No, it isn't. Just flies and puts it in.
There was a miscommunication between the Eastern player here. Bad pass by Hannibal. Didn't able to catch it, and then easy layup for Newkirk.
Middle pick and roll. 4-5. See it? System come to you. We're gonna get out. We're gonna get it to you. We're gonna act like we're coming off, and we're coming right into a 4-5 pick and roll. Who's there? Are you ready?
Hey, finish out first, though. Finish out first.
And Coach Bob Donwell telling his players to keep moving. And that was a problem a couple of nights ago against Bhuban. They just stayed stagnant at times, but they've learned that. Got to keep moving. Got to use that to their advantage, especially against a Hong Kong team like this, who's a smart team. Screen set there by Hung. Leaky to off balance, and he was fouled right there. The big man who's worked the boards very well today.
Yeah, Gilder here able to get a contact. I think Johnson was hurt a little bit. He's still on the floor right now trying to get it himself. Let's hope nothing serious happened. Not sure which part of his body that injured.
Oh, this looks serious right here. And Texas found a lot of momentum late in the third quarter and early in the fourth quarter. Like you said, their defense really went up a notch there, Mislan.
Ooh. Johnson trying to walk it off. It's going to take a few minutes of the rest on the bench, being subbed out with Mason.
So Gilder will go to the charity stripe.
Yeah, I think Johnson took an elbow on his chest, knocked the wind out of him.
That's right.
Gilder with 17 rebounds. I think the highest for both teams.
Double-double, 11 points and 17 rebounds. He's been good today, Gilder. I've been quite impressed with him. Reminds me of a guy called Steve Demon Thomas, a veteran of the ASEAN Basketball League. You know, a guy who's just relentless in terms of working the boards and protecting that rim. And that hustle play, gotta love it.
And also the main look.
Say again?
The main look of him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a scary guy. There's another word, not enforcer, not terminator. It's just, I mean, with a name like Steve Demon Thomas. And Steve Demon Thomas has played a lot of basketball right here at Maba Stadium for various teams. High Tech Bangkok City, the Patriots. Mason. Downing to Bohannon. Newkirk swings. Mason for the baseline, 2. Hits the tin and couldn't finish right there. Elliott. Hung. Leaky. Leaky pulls up. Rebound there by Tate. Tyrell Tate. Fake. Here comes. Ooh. From the baseline. He flies to the cup.
And Newkirk flying high from the baseline, showing his verticality.
Tate with the rebound. Easy one. Looks like Texas coming up with all the answers right here. Down the stretch. That's what it's all about. Execution down the stretch. Newkirk on fire. A look at that rebound. Downing. Hustle play here by Texas. Hong Kong looking a bit fatigued. Tate for the 3. Knocks it down. Texas on fire.
Texas All-Star controlling the tempo. They're moving so well as the ball also opening up all the spaces needed by the Texas All-Star to score.
Offensive foul. And Hong Kong has just turned it off a little bit. I mean, I can't blame them. Don't forget, Mislan, they're still in preseason mode, yeah? Let's be fair to this Hong Kong team. They're still a great team. I rate them as a really talented team here in Asia. Good bunch of guys as well. Mason. Tate. Been solid. This man here, the flying Newkirk. Newkirk. Mason. Mason, great ball control. Kicks out for the long 3. Downing. Here come Hong Kong. They need something right here. They just need some production. then they can be considered by the stop. A good move there by Gilder, just banks it in.
And then the timeout call by the Texas All-Star.
Here we go. It's pretty much Texas in full control here, Mislan. I mean, really, Texas playing two-way basketball. Newkirk, Mason, Downing, fake, step back three, hits the tin. Bohannon with the rebound. Foul committed right there. Tate on 16 points at the moment. Josh Newkirk, 23 points. My vote for player of the game, Mislan. Newkirk, that's my vote. Andre Reza and I always have a Nasi Lemak bet in terms of who's the best player of the game at the end of each game. The loser of the prediction will always buy Nasi Lemak. So I'm going to start that tradition with you, my friend. You know, you're your friend, even though you laughed at me earlier in the game.
Can I pick the same player for the same team?
No, you cannot. You must be very, very different in your diversification of selections, please.
I say the best player for the Eastern Lung Lion is their local player. I think Chan Siu Wing, he give a lot of a boost as he dribble right now for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion. Marcus Elliott able to get a few grabs where Siu Wing control the ball for the Eastern Long Lion.
Hong Kong with the rebound. Wing, your favorite player, hits the tin. Rebound by, here they come in transition. Here they go again with the afterburners on. Don't forget the next game between the Matrix boys and BC Partizan from Serbia. 3x3 basketball, very popular in Serbia. Tate. Great shot there by Tate. He's been effective from the charity stripe today. And this to make it a 20-point ball game with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 20 points it is. Another timeout.
One, two, three.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left. You would say the Texas All-Stars have got this one, but Hong Kong really never gave up. But that the late part of this quarter, just Texas really turned on the afterburners, and Hong Kong stopped playing for a little bit. Gilder, Shu, offensive foul again. And not doing themselves any favors there, Mislan.
Yeah, Hannibal too much on the moving screen. Got caught up with the referee. Easy call for the offensive moving screen.
Newkirk asking for the ball. The man who can fly. Downing, the man who can shoot. Misses that one. Gilder, 4-3. Newkirk doing it all today. Downing to Newkirk. Look how quick he is. Almost turned it over there. Oh, there's a steal there by Gilder. Strips Mason. Gilder thought about the shot, but Gilder goes in. Good footwork, but couldn't finish there. Bohannon to Tate. Tate 1-on-2. Tate draws the foul. And continuation. And one.
Yeah, Tate showing his body control. Tried to create a space, but then got caught up with James there. Still able to finish. The difference, the talents that these guys have, their body control, despite the contact, is still able to finish their time.
Here's Tate right here, number 42, with 7 rebounds and 22 points. 4 assists. Wing. And there's big Jason right there, Hannibal. That's a really cool name, by the way, Hannibal. Jason Hannibal. Sounds like an international celebrity. Very nice guy, though. Really very personable person. And Hannibal asking for the ball, but Hannibal and lays it in. Just using his strength and size to his advantage. Hong Kong trying to finish strong and make the scoreboard respectable. Oh, steal there by Hong Kong. Pass. Oh, Chun couldn't hold on to it. But good rush defense there by Texas.
A good transition defense here, I think. Yeah. And Niwa got a little bit piece of the ball.
Just got a hand on it. And don't go anywhere right here on Astro Arena. We've got another game coming up right after this one. Hannibal posting up. Oh, good steal there by Mason. Here he is with a pass. What a pass! And an even better finish there by that very athletic man right there, Tyrell Tate. Hannibal posting up. Hannibal. Good block there by Bohannon, and that's a foul. Much better by Bohannon. 2 shots for Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal tried to find the space he needed to free himself to take an easier shot, but then Bohannon not going to allow him to take an easy 2-point.
So Hong Kong will not be part of the Final 4. That is the Illawarra Hawks and the Texas All-Stars will be team number 1 and 2. Illawarra will be seeded number 1, Texas number 2, and Hong Kong Eastern and the Fubon Braves will be playing for rankings this weekend. Mason, getting physical out there. Downing, cross-court pass. Newkirk, there, nothing but net. for Joshua Newkirk. And with that big shot, he brings up his numbers to 26 points. Scoring numbers, that is.
I don't know whether Bohana wants to sub out or not. He just wants to stop the game with the foul. And then giving the referee some earful. Yeah, actually he's fall out of the game. That's his 5th personal foul.
That's okay, they won't miss him. I mean, like, you look at the scoreboard, 24-point lead. And you know what, Coach Edu is just giving some just in the last couple of minutes, he's given some of his local guys a bit more game time. Most notably number 6, Chan Yik Lun. 2 shots right here for Hong Kong. Oof. And Ricky, who's played in splits. And Lam Man Chun, or Lam Man Chun, as they say in Hong Kong. Downing, Quick, Mason, almost was a double team. They're not giving up here, this Hong Kong team. They're hustling. This is always great to see with 7.1 seconds left on the clock in this game.
And there's going to be a jump ball situation where Eastern Long Lion will get the last possession. Good hustle shown by the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion, not giving up on the game. So they're going to have 7 seconds to make a shot.
Well, always lifts your confidence when you don't play much game, don't have much game time, and you score. So the final countdown, as the song says, here's Mason for the dunk, and he hangs off the rim. Heaves it right there, and that ball went to the journalists.
I thought Mason wanted to do a 360 dunk, but no, just a simple slam dunk. Still, credit to the Texas All-Star playing both ends of good defense and good offense. As the final score for this game, Texas All-Star 96, Eastern Long Lion 71.
So, an interesting game right there. Let's have a look at the highlights right here. Gilda and Samuel really combining, but Samuel fouled out midway through the 4th quarter.
It was the combination of Texas All-Star length and speed able to neutralize Samuel Deguara effect. You can see Downing giving it up to Newcomb.